Would you just take a look at that? What? If that's not the face of Wackadoodle, who stole 100 and something million, I think this time, nearly 100 million. Paige Thompson, a biological male who identifies as female, transgender, ex-Amazon employee, charged in Capital One credit card hack. They've been charged with stealing sensitive data belonging to 100 million customers. That would be credit card applicants. So we had the Equifax nonsense. They were hacked. All of our freaking information's all over the internet. Punch in your last name, like I showed you the other day on that website. Oh, you qualify. Yep, you're one. You're on the breach. Okay. Now we've got this one, and this particular individual was on message boards talking about it. Oh yeah, I've done this, and I'm gonna like dox these people. If we continue using the same type of system, financial system we've been using, your credit card, your debit card, loans, and the way we do it, you know, I need your full name, your social security number, and then anyone gets that stuff, they can pretend to be you, they can open credit cards in your name. Of course, then your credit's ruined. I got to deal with that. I got to fix this. I got to fix that. Like, it's unbelievable. So, let me just close this on out of here. So, if we continue, we found the person who did it. They're gonna go to jail. Okay, but my information's out there, and your information's out there. What are we gonna do? Does that just get scrubbed? No. Once it's out there forever. It's not going away. Your data has been handed and sold and given out on the dark web 1 million times over. You're just lucky enough that someone hadn't gotten to you yet. Try to open up some accounts in your name or whatever. So, if this was on the blockchain, I keep bringing this one back home, I have to. And you had a little device, which there's actually this little device called Draggy. Got a little charge port, and you download the app on your phone. You mount this little sticky thing right here. This stays here. It's a magnet. This is just stuck with like some double-sided tape or something that comes with it, just enough to hold this in place. And it's a very accurate 0 to 60, quarter mile, that kind of thing, device. And then it sends the data to your phone. Basically, you turn your phone on, turn the app on, it connects through Bluetooth. Now, I will tell you, you need to have your GPS on the phone turned on as well for it to know that you guys are side by side with each other, and then it'll connect. But anyways, I was going to use this as an example. You know, you got like a little Trezor or a little Nano Ledger with you in your pocket or whatever. And again, in the future, these things will be tiny. Put on your keychain, and of course, you have a PIN code, kind of like you do now, right, with your debit cards. And we'll use the PIN code from Spaceballs. What's the password? 111 222 333 444. What kind of idiot has the password 1234? Remind me to change my luggage password when we get home. Spaceballs, baby. Anyways, just like your own debit card, you do have a PIN code. You put it into their machine, but again, they've got scammers and skimmers and all these, the scammers using the skimmers. And then you put it in, and they got your damn crap. Oh, crap. What they can't do is falsify your crypto wallet. So again, a little hardware device, Ledger, Nano S or whatever, you pick your poison, doesn't really matter. And there's another one that was called Cool Wallet X, I believe. I think I had 2 of those. I got them at the Litecoin conference. And it is like the size of a credit card. And it has a little button thing on there you can actually click to like say, yes, I accept or whatever. You know, that's like your OK button. So literally you could have that in your wallet. And it also has to have your phone. So in order for that thing to work, I'm talking about the Cool Wallet one, you have to have the little card device, which is, it's battery charged, even though it looks like a little tiny credit card. It'll last at least 30 days, they say, typically, on one charge. So you have that, and then your phone app at the same time. So as long as you have those two things together, and I think the phone app could even be password protected, like, you can't make any transactions. So if someone stole your card, sorry about their luck. And if they stole your card and your phone, again, if it's password protected, it's safe. But whatever, even if they had some kind of sniffing, a sniffer, because a skimmer is basically a sniffer. It's sniffing the transaction, so to speak. And it's just logging, oh, you pushed 1, 2, 3, 4 for your password, okay, and we got the card details because you've just transmitted it through this device that we've put behind the real device. The skimmer is there. It wouldn't matter with blockchain, because on your device is where you're saying, yes, do this. Anything listening in between doesn't matter. Anything listening in between doesn't matter. It can listen to the encrypted data coming across and say, okay, what can I do with that? But it cannot initiate from your wallet address a transaction to something. So paying for your gas, not having to worry about being skimmed, those days are over. Someone gets your information, oh my God, they got my social security, they got this, they got that, okay. What are they gonna do with it if everything was attached to your blockchain? In other words, your blockchain ID, I say your blockchain ID, meaning like your wallet address, is, pretend we're in the future, is your social security number. Your social security number, which ties you to everything, loans and history and everything, credit, government, ID, all of it's social security. That's your blockchain address, so to speak. Your Ethereum address, right? Let's just pretend it's Ethereum. Your Ethereum address. There's only one address that will ever be out there. Nobody can take it. It'll be there forever. Everything that you do is on the blockchain, right? So everything you've paid for, and even if that stuff is private, because we do need some privacy, at least the transaction, or the quote-unquote, as they like to say, metadata in government terms. Well, we didn't listen to their phone calls. We just had metadata. Well, who they called, you know. Okay, so the metadata might be there. And again, even if it's encrypted to where the data being stored is encrypted, and then per a search warrant issued by the government, then they can send it to, you know, the Ethereum blockchain founders, whatever. We need this decrypted. We need to know what it says, what this, specifically this transaction was for, that sort of thing. Because again, governments are never going to let you get away with absolute privacy. It's just not going to happen. And again, with all this pedo stuff and these criminals moving money around, how would you track that? If this was a private, entirely private thing, we'd be in trouble right now. Trump would not be able to do his job right now. Oh, and he's going to do his job. He's doing his job. I've got a few videos later on after this one, all just about in relation to that. Some interesting stuff with QAnon. So again, here I am saying, look, if we were on blockchain, this whole Capital One thing would not matter even kind of. You'd be a little upset. Well, gosh, they got my name, my address, my freaking social security. Okay, but again, let me take you back to the blockchain. You know where you are? You're in the blockchain, baby. And your stuff is not going to get hacked. Welcome to my crypto. We got fun and games. So, again, your address, and I mean ETH address in this case, is just an example. Your Ethereum address is your social security. It's you. It's your entire identity is what I'm trying to get at, right? Just follow me. So when I or you go to apply for credit, oh, I'm still in a debt-based slave system, so I still need a loan for a house, mortgage. I need a loan for a car. Can't afford a car. Don't have a job. And just starting out, I'm 18 years old. I'm going to get a job and I'm going to start riding a bike to start with, I guess, unless my parents are wealthy and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we got to do the same stuff. You still got to be credit worthy. We got to find all this stuff out. Imagine being able to just send, here's my wallet address, public information, and then they can look through their computer, your credit worthiness, by just looking up your Ethereum address. And to make sure it's you, sir, we need you to send 0.00057, you know, half of a penny's worth of Ethereum to this address as part of your loan application to prove you own this address. Oh, okay. You have 30 minutes to do so. Okay. Let me send that wallet app. Done. Okay. Yep. It's on the blockchain. We will continue with your application. So even if a scammer gets your publicly available address. Oh, I wonder how good of the credit this guy has. I'm gonna steal his credit and try to, oh wait, I can't. That one part right here that says, send us 0.000057 of an Ethereum from this address. Oh, I can't replicate that. Damn, I know his name, I know his address, but I can't do it. Therefore, I'm completely stuck. I can't do shiznit. At that point, hacking, scamming, robbers, criminals become worthless to themselves and for what they were trying to do, steal from you. All the price bumps we get because of so much theft in Walmart or wherever, online, credit identity, all of it, we all have to pay the bill. Ultimately, prices go up because the insurance has to pay or whatever, and then the company has to pay more insurance, therefore the price of the stuff's going up. All that goes away. It all goes away because the people cannot scam, they cannot hack. Could they hack? Sure, they can hack if they got your device, they got the right stuff, they found your seed phrase, etc. But if your seed phrase, which contains your private key, right, to your identity, so to speak, gets hacked, you go to law enforcement or online or individually, you file something with the FBI, whatever the process is in the future. Here's the proof I've been hacked. Yep, okay. Sir, we're issuing you a new identity, so to speak. In other words, like, here's a new social security number. Brand new, never been used before. Your old one is now null and void, it doesn't exist. Other than a record stating at this date and time, we've switched from this old one, which is now inactive. The blockchain will not allow any transactions from this address. Again, this is governments may have their own blockchain at the time. We can edit this, our system, to say do not allow any transactions from there, or simply update all other wallets and ID systems or whatever to say that these addresses, they do a scan first. Any transaction happens, oh, it's on the crap list. Sorry, that one's no longer is now null and void. Therefore, my new ID is taken over. Again, that's worst case scenario. Your seed phrase has been compromised. Your whole life's been compromised. And again, on the blockchain, they can just reverse something. Now, I know that's one of the things that goes against, no, Joe, we don't want that. We don't want the ability, because that's centralized at that point. It's not decentralized. A decentralized system, you can never do that. Okay, but if you can't ever do that, and your life gets hacked, so to speak, are you saying you want to live the rest of your life with people putting stuff in your name and charging stuff and you have to pay the bill? These hackers, these scammers? You're going to demand justice. How do I fix this? You need to be issued a new ID, sir. Therefore, the old ID needs to be dealt with too, right? You got to cancel that one out. So bear with me. Nobody said blockchain is going to be absolutely perfect like we've dreamed of from day one, but you can see how it helps. You can see how this would be an amazing thing to have. And it would solve a huge problem. Theft, identity theft. Unbelievable. Blockchain ain't going away, my friends. There's no way. It's a phenomenal tool. Take care.